Hello and welcome to USTS, the Ultimate Sports Training Show. I'll be your host for today's show, Bob Lemire. Joining me on today's show is maybe I'll call him the pride of Drake High lacrosse 2022, and two outstanding stars, and now they're going to Western New England University together. Josh Gagnon and Kai McDonald. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
We just did 5 minutes ago, we just did a Taekwondo show, and it's showing us some of their crazy samurai moves with those crazy sticks. And what we're going to do is just talk a little about life in high school lacrosse, how you got up there, and now how different it's going to be, or how different it is for the university. Let me start with Josh. Josh, just tell us a little about yourself.
So, started lacrosse when I was 4 or 5. Continued playing all through my life. Brother taught me everything, you know.
Jerry Gagnon.
Yep, Jerry.
The famous Jerry Gagnon.
And took the step into high school, continued playing throughout, and now I'm in college.
College.
Yep.
In a blink of an eye.
In the blink of an eye.
Isn't that wild? And you did you start with football and then said now they got you in lacrosse, or was it the other way around? And just...
So I started with lacrosse, then decided to play baseball. And so I was playing both spring sports, then football came along. Yeah. So after that, I had to make a decision whether it was going to be baseball or lacrosse. Made it lacrosse, so then I played lacrosse and football. And then in high school, I picked up wrestling.
And you played high school wrestling, football,
yep,
and lacrosse.
Yep.
Needless to say, you're in great shape.
Had to be.
Yeah. And so you started at, say, 4 or 5. You've probably been playing 16, 17, 50, that many years.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
Especially being in good shape. Oh, good for you.
Thank you.
And Kai McDonald, a little about yourself, bud.
Pretty similar to Josh. I started picking up lacrosse when I was around 4 or 5. My dad introduced it to me. And I was playing baseball as well, but ended up having to choose between lacrosse and baseball, and I was still doing football and basketball, so they said, 4 is too much. So.
Yeah. I mean, it isn't, but they want, each sport wants you.
Right.
Yeah.
The coach is saying, you got to make a shot. You got to make a pick.
Exactly.
And did your dad play lacrosse? Or
he did not.
He did not.
Before his time.
And
or after his time.
Yeah, it wasn't popular when we were younger. It really wasn't. And as I say, you've been doing it for 16, 17. I think within the last 20 years, it just started picking up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's crazy. I mean, football, they must be looking at football and soccer going, oh, we're losing players. That's just the way it is.
Exactly.
And what do you think the reason is that for? And I know, like football, the injury factor is just too much for young kids.
Yeah.
Soccer is one thing, but maybe just because lacrosse is so much fun, or what's...
I mean, I think it all has to go with, like, you're wearing a lot more protective gear, too. So parents look at it like that way, like, let me sign my kid up for this instead of football. And
there's more protective gear on lacrosse?
Yeah, because you have more arm protective.
Okay.
So you have gloves,
right,
helmet, shoulder pads, and elbow pads.
Chest protector.
And chest protector.
Wow. Because I'm watching you guys from the stands, and I didn't think you had all that on.
No, yeah.
Yeah. You got it with that ball.
Exactly.
And so you've both been playing together for how many years?
Since, like, 3rd, 4th grade.
Yeah.
Isn't that
grade,
wild?
yeah.
On leagues or just hanging and
Drake at Rec.
Drake at Rec.
Throughout, and then the last 2 years of high school.
And you've been on the same teams.
Oh, yeah.
That is just the coolest. The coach must have been salivating when he knew he could get 2 guys like that.
Yeah.
Because you don't realize it, right? But as we said earlier on the other show, you know each other's moves.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're defensive, Kai.
Right.
And you're offensive.
Yep.
What are you, like a forward? What do they call it?
Yeah, I just go down. So in lacrosse they call it midi.
Right.
So I just go down there and score. I rack up points.
But is there a center and 2 forwards?
Nope.
No.
So it's just middies and attack for offense.
Okay. And you're
I'm a defenseman.
You're a defenseman.
Right.
And how many defensemen are there? 3 also?
There's 3.
There's 3, 3, and 3. Is that how it works?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And each one of you have you can only go so far on the field.
Right.
Yeah. So like I don't know, like football, I know every rule. Well, not every rule, but you know. Yeah. And even soccer, I don't know that many rules compared to you grow up with football, baseball, hockey, but we were just kind of joking around. It's like a samurai sword in your hand.
It really is.
And you're looking. It's almost like, if you're in hockey, right? You can't pick your stick up over your head. It's high sticking. You guys live with that. And never mind high. You can go low. You can go do anything you want.
Yep.
That's fun. So what do you do for, and I'll start with you, Josh. What do you do for practicing? Say you're alone.
Yep.
And you have the stick and the ball in your hand. We bounce it against the wall.
Yeah. That's, you go find a wall, play wall ball, work on your righty, lefty, behind the backs.
Catch it back and go and try to do some fancy moves.
Yep. You do that. Just, you want to get your stick skills down, like, perfect.
Right.
Because you don't want to go into a situation where you can't do something your team's looking forward for you to do, but your stick skills aren't that good.
Right.
So you want to be able to provide those opportunities for yourself.
Do you want and I know it being, if you started around 4 or 5, you're like a master of the game. Or a grandmaster. 'Cause that's many, many years, especially when you start young like that, right?
Right.
You absorb so quickly.
Right.
There's no fear.
Exactly.
And so do you, Kai, do you do almost the same type of exercise that he would do?
Yeah, normally if I'm alone, just working on my stick skills, making sure I'm comfortable, so when I'm in the game, I can trust myself to make the right play.
Do you guys ever do a TikTok or a YouTube or that you want to shout out at all? Because you could do your own.
We honestly, we really could.
It would be so easy.
Training video.
Training videos, yeah. Because I don't know if there's that many out there.
Right.
I mean, like martial arts, there's millions of them.
Right.
So what? There's 7 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
And they can all see us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you could have some fun doing it.
Definitely.
And you do it in your house, whether it's TikTok. Well, Instagram has their own things too, and Facebook and. YouTube or whatever.
Definitely.
But that'd be cool. Think about that.
Really
Especially both of you.
Yeah.
And you joke around and show, well, this is what we do. And when you're a defensive and you're offensive, now you got best of both worlds.
Yeah, exactly.
As I watch, and I'll ask this for you, Kai, I don't know much about lacrosse, but as you're running, you're wobbling the stick. What's that all about? I don't get that.
So that's called the cradle, right? So if you're just running with the stick up and down, like the ball's going to pop out.
It's going to pop.
Yeah,
all right.
When you cradle, it keeps the ball in the net.
And so when you say cradle, you're constantly going with gravity. You're pushing it down into the...
so like you're curling your wrist. That's basically what it is.
All you're doing is curling your wrist?
Yep.
Oh, okay. It looks like you're swaying like...
Yeah, you just literally just rolling it.
Rolling the wrist.
Rolling it. Yep.
Yeah. And that's called cradling.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Now... when you're gonna shoot, all right. And I noticed Josh when we're doing the Taekwondo show, you come down. You don't actually shoot, or do you shoot from like a choking position?
No. So most of the time when you shoot, you always want to slide your hands down because that gives
all the way down to the bottom.
Pretty much, you want to have your hands separated.
Just a little choke.
Just a little
right?
bit.
Yeah.
And that's what generates most of your power. You want to get most of that torque. And it gives you better, it gives you more of an advantage because you can choose where you want to shoot it. Because it really helps you create all that.
Right, and that's just like hockey or golf. The more you practice, the more accurate you're gonna get.
Exactly.
And you put your hip into it. You got to put your whole body English into it.
Yep.
And so, Kai, you're playing a whole different type of position. Where you're always defense. Now, and before I get into that, these guys are going to get all the glory for their goals. I hope they say, because those defensive guys never get that glory. You know what I'm saying?
I've played defense my whole life, so I'm pretty used to it.
I
get some glory myself. I score a few goals.
Yeah. So when you say you score goals, I thought you can't go past midfield?
So the position I play defense, but I play as a midi.
Oh, okay. All
so
right.
I can go on both sides.
You can go on both sides.
Yeah.
Are you the only one with the big long stick?
No.
There's 3.
There's 3 down low, and then I'm the 4th one. So as a midi, you can have one pole with the rest of the 3 defenders.
Okay. All right. And so actually you're almost like a center.
Yeah.
That's even better. Yeah, so you can get yourself some goals, and you're setting people up.
Right.
A lot of times you're setting people up. try to keep you guys on the same line a lot? That would be the smartest thing in the world.
Yeah, I mean, he's almost out there every single time for the face-offs.
Right.
Because for face-off, you have your face-off guy who has a short stick, along the LSM, and then you have another short stick midi.
Okay.
So the reason why they do that is because if they lose the face-off, you need another pull down on defense, and he's right here.
Right, okay.
But he's allowed to, if we win a face-off, he'll go down on offense, control the ball, get a possession, and then he'll come off for substitution. And that's when another offensive midi will come on.
Right.
Yeah, so how my position works is there's 3 middies on at a time, but if you're on offense, you don't want me down there because I'm purely for defense.
Right.
Right, so I will sub off through the box, and they'll bring another offensive midi on.
Wow.
So then there'll be 3 offensive middies, but then when the ball comes to our end, that offensive midi will come off, and I'll go on.
Because the ball's in play.
Right.
Yeah.
So does one have to be off the field completely before you go on?
Yes.
So you got to watch him go across that
Right.
line, or too many guys on the field.
Right.
Correct.
That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
And you got to be on your toes.
Oh, yeah.
No dilly-dallying out there. And, boy, that's pretty cool. And so you do have fun playing together when you do.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
And you've been pretty successful. Like Drake, how did that work out?
It worked out pretty good.
Yeah, both years?
Yeah, our junior year, we actually went to, what did we go
Second
to?
round of the
Second
playoffs.
round of the playoffs. Then we lost to Austin Prep, second round. And our senior year, we were that's going to be our redemption year. Like,
Yeah.
we were going to go in
Right.
state.
Right.
And we went, we beating D1 teams. We beat Chelmsford over overtime. People had Shrewsbury. People had Chelmsford beating us, and we shocked everyone, beat them in overtime.
Double overtime.
Yeah, double overtime. I scored the overtime winning goal.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we beat Foxborough, won the that was the conference, right?
Foxborough's the 3rd round of the playoffs.
Foxborough's 3rd round, and then we won the MVC small.
Division, yeah.
Yeah,
We
small
won our
division.
conference for the 3rd year in a row.
Yep, and then we went to the Final Four
Jesus.
and
State,
lost
yeah.
to Medfield, who Medfield was D2, right? They were winning D2 championships every year.
And then they dropped
That's
down
the one
to
I
D3.
went to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then they dropped down to D3.
Ah.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, it's just too big. Too big of a school and stuff, right?
Way too big. They had 60 players.
But you guys pulled out to a fast lead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then your goalie
Goalie got hurt.
got knocked. As we were mentioning in the earlier show, someone that was just trying to get a goal and hit him in the helmet, bent the helmet, and it looked like it knocked him out.
Yeah.
And he was hurting.
Oh, yeah.
And after that, he seemed a little shaken, or things just went the other way. So maybe it wasn't that. I mean, I'm not saying that what it was because I don't know the game that well, but he seemed like when he was going strong in the beginning, no one was getting by him, and you guys were hot. Now, when you lose a game like that, and I know Josh from way back, and he don't like to lose. He never liked to lose.
Nope.
You've outgrown that, but I used to watch if he lost, and especially anything you and your brother did, he'd make sure he wasn't giving you an inch, and you would get upset. And I remember saying, "Wait till he gets older." Because that upset is passion, and you don't want to lose. You're going to make sure you train not to lose.
Exactly.
You know. But the good thing is, both of you lose a game, Medford, whatever, you get to each other to talk to, and
Right.
you know, almost like you go home, and you're going back to the same city, and you can console each other, saying and complain about everything that went wrong.
Oh, yeah. Trust me. That was like our junior year after that Austin Prep game.
Oh, that was
when we
crazy.
lost, we went back and we were just sitting there, and it gave us, it was hurting.
Yeah.
Like because we were like, we really should have won that.
No, yeah,
We really should have won.
yeah, and so you go back, but then it makes you stronger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You get, it's funny, you get numb from losing after a while. And you're not losing, you're learning. So to lose, you lose. Why'd you lose? Let's figure it out. And a lot of times these big teams, they think they're so good they don't have to practice it or put in that extra time.
Exactly.
If your whole team does that, you're ready because you're going to wear them out. Now, you've played some teams, they can't even run anymore. You guys just wore them out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you can tell. And now it's like, let's score. Let's get, right?
Just rack them up.
Yeah. So now you're in Western New England University down in Springfield. You're on spring break now. Not spring break, winter break.
Winter break.
You guys get a break every 5 weeks or so, right? Am I right? more or less.
Not in the season. We're just.
No, I'm talking about school.
Oh, school, yeah.
Every 5 weeks, is it? Or?
Pretty much.
That's cool. I like that.
Oh, we do too.
Yeah.
And your break seems like it's a month. It's about a month.
This is our longest break.
Is
So
it?
winter
Okay.
break, we have about 5 weeks off, which is nice.
Do you itch to go back, or you just now it's just fun? I mean, could you sleep when you want? You can go and have
It's
some
good to be
fun.
home and like not have your homework to do or like
Nothing.
anything to worry about. Yeah.
We still practicing.
Yep.
Run every day. You guys run every day?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or so just regular run?
Yeah.
Because I figure you guys are running back and forth and
Yeah.
back and forth.
We have like certain things like our strength coach will have us do like sprints.
Right. Okay.
Or
Pick up the
something
speed.
like that,
Like a
yeah.
Then you
2
get your weights.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Now, when you're on your break now, where do you go to work out? At home or the
Just
gym?
Gyms
Yeah,
around
gym.
here.
Where do you go?
Gravity.
Gravity.
Yeah,
okay.
Gravity.
Okay, we'll give them a little plug. Because I know a lot of kids go to Gravity. I do a Planet Fitness thing, but
Yep.
and the kids can go for free.
Right.
Not that you're a kid, but it's free at Planet
Yeah.
Fitness. Sometimes they don't have what you want for weights
Right.
and stuff. Or it's really packed. But so you're doing that every day. So are you lifting every day?
Yeah.
Both. Do you lift together?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on our schedule.
Because you're doing so you're doing one day you're doing chest and shoulders or
Yeah,
whatever,
stuff
and
like
next
that.
day. So if you can keep it together, that's nice. Not heavy weights, right? Or you're doing a lot of reps.
I mean, it depends on how you're feeling. How I
Just like-
feel, if I feel like I want to do heavy, I'll try my heaviest. But if it's just like going in to get a workout in to
Right.
make your body feel like you did
Keep it
something
tight.
today,
Keep it to
I'll
burn
just
some calories.
small weight, yeah.
Yeah. And you don't want to, because the holidays you probably gain a couple of pounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So all right. So you're saying hopefully. I'm saying you're about 170, 175.
165, pretty close.
All right. Yeah. Because that's me, and you guys are even taller than me. So you're looking for about 180.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you? Yeah. 180 would be good. 190.
Right.
Because the big.
you lose a lot of weight during the season. You're not
Oh, I
lifting as
imagine.
much. You're running.
You're running.
Right?
If anyone have ever played, people watch basketball, they watch soccer, or they watch you guys, and if they don't think that running will wipe you out in 2 minutes on a fast game, you better be in shape. And then that stop and go action, that does a number on your joints, right? You're constantly stopping, going, turning, going, doing crazy stuff. So what's great is you go to a gym, you build up those muscles. That's why I wouldn't think you would do heavy weights.
Really?
Well, because I would think the heavy weights would kind of slow you down, wouldn't it?
Not really. I mean, I just started lifting heavy weights. I would have to say this year
On your own, or you got a coach?
with the strength coach.
So he's
That's-
okay. So you're not doing crazy stuff on
No,
your own.
I would have to say when we first started lifting at the school, this past month, December and November is when I think I hit my peak for weightlifting because I was shocking myself. I was doing 90 dumbbell press,
Right,
90-pound
wow.
dumbbell press
Yeah.
on each arm, and I was shocking myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't want to hurt yourself.
No.
Because you can strain.
Right.
And then you get that rotor cuff or any kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, especially when I train for martial art tournaments or whatever, or just train light weights, so many repetitions.
Yeah.
But I always want to keep my weight down. You
Right.
guys don't want to keep your weight down.
Yeah.
So you want to go 185. You're about 175 now.
No, I'm 190.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
God, I remember George, and within the last, and I remember it looks like both of these just spread it up over the
Oh, yeah.
last
Oh, yeah.
2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Couple of inches.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Oh yeah.
Because you must be average 6 feet
Yeah.
on the team.
Both of
Yeah.
us? Yeah. Probably.
Because you're both about 6 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of smaller guys like myself. I'm 5. I used to be 5'10". I think I'm 5'7" now. I'm going backwards really
Really?
fast. Yeah. But so you're about mid.
Yeah.
Probably about.
But I would have to say
Everything.
we're pretty tall. We have a couple tall kids.
Yeah, there's a
on the
couple
team.
real tall kids.
6 foot,
Right.
6'4", 6'5".
Yeah. And boy, it's a little advantage for them, huh?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
They're mostly like poles, like defenders.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So they've got the reach. Poor little guy like myself come in, they just chew you up and
Oh, yeah.
go away, kid. You bother me. All right. So let me. What are you taking up in college? What's your major and stuff?
Health
Kai?
sciences.
Health and sciences. Yeah. You got any ambitions of anything, or you're just still working at it?
Plastic surgery, hopefully.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I could use a little. You can see right here. On my nose. Wow, that's a nice little thing there. What makes you decide to do something like that?
Well, my mom and dad have always been in the medical field, so I've kind of been like leaning towards that aspect of working. And I don't know. My dad's talked about plastic surgery, so the more school I do, like maybe I'll find something that I like better. But
Yeah. Well, there's always and just keep going with some majors and stuff, and you can change any time you want.
Right.
But now it's just electives and basic stuff, right? The first couple of years, then you work into
like med school, stuff like that.
Right. And then what would they do for something like that at college?
Nothing for specifically plastic surgery.
Right.
So I'll get my degree in health sciences, and then with that, I'll try and get into med school, 4 years of that, and then after that, I have to specialize in plastics.
Wow, jeez, long haul.
Oh yeah.
Well, you can play lacrosse the whole time you're there. Right?
Oh, yeah. The whole time at Western New England, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
So afterwards, where would you go? They wouldn't probably have a college. That would be a specialist, Boy, that's wild. I don't know. You're the only plastics person that wanted to be a plastic surgeon, I know. And you're going to be, what's your plan there?
So I'm doing sports management.
That's right, yeah.
And I'm going to work into law. Right. So I figured out that I can do sports management and get my law degree out of that major. And I'm right now I'm on the edge of being a state trooper.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm confused. You're on the edge of being a state trooper, but still going for.
Yeah, I want to get my law degree because if you get an undergrad or a bachelor's in law, it's easier to become state trooper or police officer.
Right. Yeah.
And you're making good money coming out of it because you have that degree.
All right, and then. And what was the other thing you wanted to? Sports management.
Yep.
That's that. I remember we talked about that before. That's you'd manage top of the line sports.
Yeah.
That's big money.
Oh yeah. But
it's tough.
You got to work your way up.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah. So you'd have something else to fall back on and
exactly.
Yeah. And a lot of things tie in. I mean, just the respect of what.
Exactly.
So what would be great is. Your sports manager or this and that. And anyone who gets banged up, you send them over to Kai and you fix them up. You still get each other's back.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. So you're starting in February, your season.
Yep.
Which is, boy, it's only a couple of weeks away.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And you'll be all set. I mean, it's like you will be prepared, the both of you.
Yep.
What do you say? You guys are doing... you're training every day, but you're constantly in contact with your coaches.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And they're making sure that everybody was, and if not, what does he say? You better step it up.
Yeah.
And he can tell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because your coach was actually a professional.
Yep.
Cross coach. Yeah.
Wow. That's a guy who knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
And so he shows you new moves, different type of moves and stuff.
Just like really into the basics, and then just branches out from there.
Yeah. And do you go like one-on-one with him and stuff? And he just, or does he not?
Oh no, he just overlooks everything.
Yeah. And you got a whole crew. How many coaches do you have?
4, 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Right. And a coach for every position. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
And so who decides who goes in and out at the time? The head coach.
Oh yeah.
Getting out. But they all go together and they talk. And
yeah.
Get him in there. And you expect freshmen. You expect a lot of playing time this year. Do you expect it, or 60 guys on your team?
I mean,
we're hoping.
Yeah, we're hoping.
Right, but you're 60 players on. That's unbelievable.
I know.
So that's 60 guys on the sideline. Everyone wants to get in. Everyone thinks I should be in.
Exactly.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
So if you do, you're standing out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and there must be scouts constantly. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Scouts. I mean, I don't know professional what they do, but not that you're planning on it, but they must be going, there's a stud, there's a guy. Whoa, look at this kid. Now, you've already probably looking up to some of the seniors and stuff going, wow, I can learn a lot off these guys, right?
Definitely.
And so a lot of camaraderie. No hazing. Hazing doesn't exist.
No.
You guys would say no anyway.
Yeah.
But no, back in the day, hazing got kind of crazy.
Right.
To a point where it had to be outlawed. But even in football, back in the day, they'd cover you with honey. and throw. Professional football.
Really?
They'd cover you with honey, or they do crazy stuff like that to the rookies. Rookies had to get. And if you watch like any old football movies, a lot of times they'll show, and it's just a funny thing. But then it got crazy. But that's good that there's no.
Yeah.
And what's good is you guys have each other's back. That's what I think is the coolest thing. You room together.
Right.
Now, no jobs out there, not working, no time to work.
No time.
No time to work. You can't do full school.
Right.
And what, just 2 years in the room?
Yeah.
That's pretty nice, huh? You get to you got each other's back.
Oh yeah.
And like as I mentioned earlier, you got to have some kind of if you're going to keep up the stamina and you're going to keep up your health. The coaches, they don't give you a diet. No, not. And you're trying to gain.
Right.
And so what do you want to gain, 10?
Hopefully, yeah.
10, 15. The hardest thing about gaining is it starts here
Yeah.
in the old gut.
It does, yeah.
You wish it would start there in the biceps or whatever.
Everyone does, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it does. And vitamins, any kind of vitamin routine?
Vitamin C, here and there. Like
You don't take
airborne.
multiple. No multiple. Wow. What's your diet consist of? You're doing a lot of good proteins. And,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Steak, chicken, rice.
Yeah, I'm a big rice and chicken, and egg kind of guy.
Yeah. So, yeah, to gain is tough.
Yeah, you gotta put more calories in your body than you're burning each day.
And
then if we're running all the time, like you're just burning calories. So
right,
it's,
yeah. Do you have 3 meals, or you spacing it up, doing a lot of grazing all the day? Grazing, they say, is the best now.
Yeah.
But I never did. It was 3 meals, and you eat those big meals. And now I try to just nothing at night. I hardly eat at night now.
Really?
Yeah, just because it bothers my sleep.
Yeah.
But I used to have. Remember the big meal was at night.
Yeah.
Right before you go to bed. But so if and they've got you on a weight regimen. They expect you to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to write it down and show them that you're doing it. Yeah, every day.
Yep.
And you're swapping your workouts, shoulders, arms, legs.
Yep.
And like I say, with those heavy weights, that doesn't slow. They don't tell you not to do heavy weights on your legs.
Nope.
Or they want you to.
They want you to.
See,
especially in the off season. Like when we get more into season, it's a lot lighter weight. But like if we're training in the off season, they want us to get stronger instead of just like maintaining what we have.
Right. Now, you with 60 guys on your team, do you have inter-squad games?
Yes.
Yeah.
All the time.
That must be wild.
Oh, it's real fun.
Because you're all fighting.
Gets competitive.
Oh, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And now you're with each other all the time, and you always get the clash with the same guys and stuff. And you're the freshman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the tough thing.
Oh yeah. It's hard coming from high school where you're like the big dog. You walk around senior.
Yeah.
Then you're going right back down to freshman.
It humbles you really.
It
quick.
really does.
Yeah. And the seniors are watching to see your attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we got a big shot here.
Yeah. So
yeah. So you don't.
They
yes,
fit
sir,
you up
no,
right
sir.
real quick.
You keep your head down, you keep working.
Yeah.
You don't
That's
say
cool.
much.
That's smart. That's smart because you do know, and and I bet you there's many stories of the guy comes in as a freshman. Here I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch me. Oh yeah. No,
Watch this.
yeah. Watch this.
Get humbled.
Because you'll be humbled, right? And that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It really is. The seniors work their way up, and you'll be there.
Right.
You were already there.
Yeah.
Can you see a lot of things like when you were seniors and the poor freshmen that came up, the difference?
Oh
yeah.
It's the same thing that you're going through
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah.
And did you feel bad for them, or you just say we'll work them into shape? Yeah.
I was a big like these people. I always looked at freshmen or like underclassmen like they're coming to take your job.
Okay.
So you're not gonna treat them like you're buddies with them.
Okay.
They're basically your opponent.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Their opponent, but you're the teammate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like on the field, it's a different story than off the field.
Right.
Right.
Everything that happens on the field stays on the field. It
Exactly.
stays competitive there, and you can be all friends off the field. But
Cool.
Yep.
we're here to work when we're on the field.
Right.
That was like us during practice. We weren't
Heated.
heated. Well, we would get heated. It would get
Both of you.
Oh yeah.
Against each
the whole
other.
team. Offense versus defense. It got very competitive.
Oh yeah.
But then as soon as practice ended, we get in the locker room, acted like nothing happened.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're passive and you play passive, it's gonna run over to the game.
It's gonna ruin your game.
So you got to be heated, and the coach will know if you're passive.
Oh yeah.
They tell you to step it up a little. Do they constantly yell up, step it up? What are you doing? And get yelling at you all the time, and that gets hard. You got to be hard with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And but you get used to it. You've been playing since you were 5.
Yeah.
Right.
They've been, and every year you get a different coach.
Yeah.
Mr. Psycho, Mr. Nice, Mr. Crazy. Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
True.
Yeah, because my son Jimmy played Pop Warner football right from the age of 6.
Yep.
And every year a different coach, and I go, oh, here we go. This guy thinks he's in the NFL, and my son's 7 years old. And that's way back in the day. That's 30 years ago, whatever, 35 years ago, and things changed over the years. There's no touching a kid or hitting a kid, and and I don't know what goes on in college or high school, and they gotta toughen you up.
Oh yeah, they always have to.
Yeah, or it's survival. I mean, if you're not ready, you're gonna get hurt by the other team.
Exactly.
So, now into squad games, there's 60 guys.
Yep.
It's got to be craziness. Is it the same, or do they mix it all up so that?
So what they'll do is they'll pick 2 random people on the team and have them choose teams.
Yeah, but really, and that's how they do it all the time.
Like a little draft.
Yeah.
Wow. So, okay, and that was high school. Or is that now?
That's now.
That's now. So you guys are the freshmen. They're gonna make you wait.
Yeah.
They're picking their buddies first.
Exactly.
Yeah. And there's no it's only a varsity team.
Yeah.
They never had a JV. I mean, they got that many guys. Is there any JV teams at all in the colleges?
This is like club teams, like D1 teams.
Right, but
we'll have club teams.
It's either varsity
or you're off the team, basically.
I don't get to see pro on TV. Or is there any pro?
Yeah, PLL.
yeah.
So you have the MLL and the PLL. The PLL is a new league. It's basically taken over the MLL.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a bigger, better league type deal for the players. Like the rules that the players want are in the PLL, basically.
When you say I don't get that.
So like with as the years go on, they're starting to change the rules in lacrosse, like what you can and cannot do type deal.
Okay.
And
safety more or less. Okay.
But the PLL is basically gives them the opportunity to play how they want to play, how the players want to play.
Right.
Type deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Because they know.
Yeah.
If anyone's going to know, it's you players.
Exactly.
So you're defensive, or they're coming down on you.
Yep.
They're constantly taking shots at you too, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I've hit them on a couple
way
balls before.
I've stepped in the way of a few
Well,
shots.
are you stepping in the way, or are they saying, I'm taking his head off right now? I'm going in with that shot.
It depends on
Is
the
that
kid.
illegal to take a shot, and the ref would say, you tried to hit him with the ball?
No, it's not illegal.
No?
No.
Does it happen a lot, or you're wasting your own time? Now you're wasting
your own time. Yeah.
You're wasting the ball, and the coach goes completely nuts.
Yeah.
Because I can see if you're real mad, and I'm coming down, and I say, this ball's going right through that helmet.
Yeah.
And so we talked earlier about, have you, Kai, I'm going to ask you, all these years, how many fights?
Just a few.
Just a few.
Last year is probably the most significant.
Really?
Real funny, yeah.
And you drop the sticks? You have to drop the sticks.
Yeah.
There's no wacky. The helmet stays on.
My helmet actually got ripped off during the fight.
You try to take the helmet off the other guy?
No, not usually. It's usually just like you got the gloves on and the helmet and you're going, but like the kid was just ripped my helmet off and I was like, oh boy, here we go. I was like, here we go. And then both teams, boom, bench is clear.
Right, so you really have not time to have a major fight.
Right.
Like in hockey, they just sit back and the refs go, hit each other for about 2 hours.
Yeah, there's not a lot of that. Like they keep it real.
Right.
They're kind of classy, but a fight does happen every now and then. Like it won't be just between two guys. Like your buddies are coming in, their buddies are coming in. Everyone's just brawling.
And everyone's in great shape. Everyone's got gloves and stuff. So it must be. But I mean, somebody throws a punch at your helmet, it ain't really gonna do much, right?
You still feel it though, yeah.
Oh, you might feel it. Yeah, I know. So it's that helmet you got to keep on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be, and you got a strap.
Yep, chin strap.
They just rip the strap right off if they want. And you try to stay. Many fights?
Yeah, I was in the one when he got into one.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get up his back. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the kid swinging his own helmet at him. Wasn't gonna let that fly.
Right.
So I was coming off the bench anyway to come on the field and then let the kid up.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So how did they do a penalty? What's the penalties? All of a sudden, they decide who started the fight and who's.
They take players and they'll put them in the box, penalty box, just stuff like that. Like the
Was it
refs will eject kids.
Eject them for the whole game.
The kid that was like coming at me and ripped my helmet off, they ejected him. I
Right.
think I had like a 2-minute, 3-minute penalty in the box.
And ripping someone's helmet off must be a major offense. No, or is it just fighting's a major offense?
Yeah, it's just fighting's a major offense,
Right.
and then just what he did just kind of happened.
Right. And that's just something that brews up either one game or a couple of games down the road.
Yeah.
And now inter-squad games, you see a lot of anybody
No.
fight? No, the coach doesn't want any of that. No. But, I mean, like you say, it's a heated sport.
Oh, yeah.
I watch and I go, I'm mad just watching these guys whack each other. And they are whacking you. This guy's coming. You get to snap them, right?
Oh, yeah.
As a defensive guy.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you don't have that
I mean, I could if I
Yeah,
wanted
only,
to.
so if I had the ball and I was running down and Josh is on the other team, he can come hit me,
Yeah,
even though
I'm
I have a pole and he's got a shorty.
So is he trying to hit you on in the arms or the stick? What?
Both.
So if he's trying to hit your arms, he's trying to find spots where there's no pads.
Yeah.
Oh, the bruises must be unbelievable.
Oh, you wouldn't believe some of the bruises.
And they don't
Goalies
cut?
Even worse.
No cut and
Oh,
bleeding?
yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Not usually.
You guys wearing spikes?
Cleats, yeah.
Cleats that are plastic cleats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Because to me, it's like I call you guys samurai warriors. It's hockey, but you can lift your stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do they call it? A lacrosse stick? Just a lacrosse stick?
Just a lacrosse
It's not a special name.
For defense, it's just they call them poles.
What's LSM? That's
Long stick midi.
a long stick.
Right.
midi.
So I'll play midi, but I'll have my pole with me.
Yeah.
So,
And yours is a good 3 feet longer.
yeah.
Yeah. Less control though, unless you choke
Yeah,
up. Unless you choke
right.
up. Now the head of the net inside the all the same,
Yep.
except for the goalie.
Right.
Yeah.
Except for the goalie. What made you want to do on defense?
My dad's a big defensive guy, so it really kind of got me into it. So I started playing
He played
defense.
football, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. You look at him and you know he played football. I can tell just by looking at him. He's got that body, and he never played lacrosse.
Nope.
And didn't
He
want
wasn't really around when he was young.
Yeah, that's true. Like you said that it was just coming.
Yeah.
And he didn't push the football on you.
No, he did. I played football longer than I played lacrosse.
Okay.
But then, like more towards when I got into high school, lacrosse became like a bigger part of my life and just kind of took off with
What
it.
happened? Why the change?
Well, when I got to Central Catholic, Central's a real competitive, like real big football school.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I kind of fell
Always
behind
has,
a little
yeah.
bit there. And then like on the lacrosse team, I would like swing back and forth JV varsity as a freshman. So I just took a liking to
You
it.
got to do yeah. Because Central Cal, they always had a.
Oh yeah.
They'd almost grab people right out of high school.
Oh yeah.
Not high school, right out of grammar school. Come with us, and we'll get. I don't know if they do scholarships. Were they doing scholarships? No.
I don't think so.
No, I don't know how they work that, but and no football up at Weston. Not a chance.
No,
Josh?
not really.
Did they ask you?
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
asked us, but
Yeah.
it's so much. It's
It's
too
a
much.
lot. 2 sports and then doing all your schoolwork and stuff like that.
But when you say 2 sports, is it 2 different times of the year, or does it? But the practice.
right.
Right.
Okay, yeah, because you got to get the practice in, and you're losing time, yeah. And no wrestling. You're missing that. You missed that.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
that constant movement. Constant, yeah.
It's just it's different when you're in a match, in a wrestling match, it's you versus the other kid.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not your team versus another team. It's
Right.
you versus that kid.
Right,
And it's single. So if you win, you get a rush, and if you lose, you sit there and then you're like,
why
it
did I
hits you
lose?
hard.
Why did I
Exactly.
lose? Yeah, and you know why you lost, because you didn't probably put the time in.
Right.
And if you did, you just were the guy's stronger.
Exactly.
And it's
Better and stronger.
Yeah, and so come February, you guys start practicing, and you.
January. As soon as we
Oh,
go
you've
back
already
to school.
started practicing. Are you gonna?
We'll go. No, for like the school. When we go back to school at the end of January, we'll start practicing as a team.
Okay.
Games won't start till February.
All right. Mid-February.
Yeah.
And goes right into May. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
How many games you think in all?
20.
That's a lot of games.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of games. Beat up by the end of the year. Like you're gonna play, or you're still going out when you get hurt.
Yeah.
You always did, right? Unless it's really hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
but bruises
Oh, yeah, you play right through it.
That's what I was saying, because if he's a righty. We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to play on his. But if you hurt your right hand, you're saying, man, my elbow's gone.
Yeah.
The wrist is gone, right?
Yeah.
I got to go on the other side. Now you got to start all over.
Yeah.
And if you're not ambidextrous.
It's going to be brutal. It's going to suck.
Yeah. And, but, so you're not you're a defenseman.
Right.
And are you a righty or are you?
I'm a righty.
You're a righty. So you're playing, and he's understanding you're a righty.
Right.
So he knows your strong part. So you're trying to outmaneuver him.
Always.
And
Always.
see, that's the coolest thing, though. You being offense and being defense, and you guys being so close and so many years together, you're actually helping each other out on going down there, right?
Right.
And you're teaching him, this is what I'm going to do to you, and you're saying,
Right.
this is how I'm going to counter. A lot of people don't have that
Yeah.
growing up. That they might get it in high school or later on, but they're not getting that one-on-one all the time.
Right.
Especially if you're at home and do you play catch inside the dorm or inside a building?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, too small. Inside the building.
No, I'm just saying, just screwing around in your room
Yeah.
and then breaking the lamp,
Yeah.
right?
I almost did a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, because hey, watch this. Oh, I didn't mean that. Yeah. Because that ball, I thought the ball was a sponge, not a sponge,
no.
but
It has
Got
some weight
some
to it.
weight behind it, yeah.
wow, it's like a baseball
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
As hard as a baseball, or maybe harder. I don't know, but you've gotten whacked with it so many times, and you never go out there without a helmet, right?
Right.
That would be stupid. Even a mouthpiece on with the helmet.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
practice says I don't wear a mouthpiece,
Right.
but like games, it's just like you don't even think about it. Like I'll have it on my helmet, but I like fish hook it.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's
Like,
I
that's
fish
the
hook
thing.
mine, too.
Right. Because anything can happen. I mean, you get whacked underneath
Oh, yeah.
here and
Yeah.
stuff. It'll shatter your teeth out and stuff. And the cup supporters and that must have whole kidney. Did they have things for you? No, nothing like that, huh? Boy, those sticks hit you in the kidney or they hit you in the midsection.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be painful.
Yeah.
So as you're going down, all right, and I'll start with you, Josh. You're going down. Guy's been hitting you pretty hard with the stick. You're saying, I'm getting him.
Mm-hmm.
And which is legal, probably, right? Or you're going to go, but the stick's going to go a little. You practice that? You practice like little spots where I'm coming in with the stick and it's
Yeah.
going to nail you in the
Yeah.
where the pads aren't?
Yeah.
You do that.
Oh yeah.
And is it illegal? Not really.
As long as the ref doesn't see it.
Well, robbing a bank is illegal.
Unless you get caught.
Yeah. So that's where you get heated.
Right.
Yeah. And it's funny because now, Kai, you're on the opposite side of it.
Right.
These guys are coming at you full throttle. And as they're coming at you full throttle, I'd say Josh is coming at you full throttle. And I know you got to keep your eye. You just can't lay him right out. I mean, a check.
No,
a-
I mean,
a
you
full
can.
body.
You can. I mean, they say if you're running at each other, you have within 5 yards to get a running head start. So if he's waiting for the guy, right, and he has leverage on him, he can grind him out and push him away from him.
Right.
Right. And if he falls, that's
Right.
not a penalty.
But shoulders, there's no shoulder.
Oh, yeah, there's shoulders.
Yeah,
Right,
you
so
can put some shoulder
You do anything
into
you
it.
want. It's that stick. You got.
Right.
Yeah, because that has to be a major rule.
Yeah.
As I say,
Cross-checking is a
Right.
big
Yeah,
one.
I can't just come across and just both hands on my stick and just bang, like lay him out like
Right,
that.
it's like a cross-check,
Yeah, I'll throw a flag. I'll be in the box.
Right. And no matter any part of his body, whether you did that, if you did that, a cross.
Right.
Is that a cross check or what do they call that?
Cross check.
A cross check. Yeah. So when you guys watch a samurai warrior on TV, going, I could do that with my stick, right? Because they're going, and you're going, that's how I score goals. Because I had a good friend of mine into samurai.
Yeah.
He was on the show. He was actually one of my first guests.
Really?
Yeah. Jamie Proctor. And he's a samurai. And it's the same kind of holding type of thing.
Yeah.
Body leverage, moving your body. You can't just when you're going to score a goal, just use your arms or
Right.
shoulders.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, but you're putting everything into it.
Exactly.
I can imagine the speed. What's the speed of that ball coming in? They say.
I've hit.
Depends on the player.
Yeah, I've hit 98.
with
I was
the gun. They
proud.
got a gun. They shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they go do that in practice?
sometimes one of our
the coach will bring it in for fun.
Old coach would bring it in if we're like just for a fun day type deal. Like he surprised us.
Let's see what you do.
Yeah, I hit 98. I was the fastest on the team.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's in Drake.
Yep.
Wow. Well, that means that's what the goalie's seeing.
Yeah.
Or not seeing.
Oh yeah. I don't know how he sees it, especially when you're playing at night and you have a white ball with shining
Bright
lights.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it.
No.
I don't get how they do it.
Either one of you ever try goalie?
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah, back when I was younger, but
You did goalie?
yeah, I'd rather just
No,
protect the goalie.
Yeah. Because they must be the psychos of the team.
Yeah,
And
they're tapped.
What do you got to? You got to have a couple of them, right?
Yeah.
How many goalies you think you got? 3 on the 3 or 4 on
3 or 4. Yeah.
Boston? Yeah, because you can get hurt really quick.
Oh yeah.
That's funny because that was the first only game I ever went to was the Medford game.
Yeah.
Medford, and the goalie get hurt.
Yep.
So they must get hurt. I'll bet you once a game, one shot or another, and they're not fully covered.
No.
So their
It
arms
stings.
Stings.
Yeah.
If you got hit on the arm, right, on a muscle with a 98 shot that you're gonna do on, that would paralyze your arm, wouldn't it, or break the arm?
I mean, they always we had one of our friends, Calvin. He was our goalie our junior year. He's a D1 goalie. He plays at UMass Lowell.
Okay.
And when he would get hit with a shot, he would just walk it off and hop right back in.
Yeah.
Or he wouldn't even walk it off. He would get hit, bounce off to him, and he'd be still in his
Now
position.
he's mad.
Yeah.
Wake you up a
I
little.
don't get it. I
No.
don't get it.
No.
I'm like, if you hit me with that ball that fast,
Right.
I'm calling
coming for it.
quits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Josh dropping the stick, putting the hand.
Because you'd have more of a chance getting hit in your position than he would.
Right.
Yeah. And I bet you've gotten hit a lot.
yeah, I've gotten hit a couple times
yeah.
here and there. When
But-
I would have to play some defense, I would get hit.
Yeah. So you're getting hit a lot too.
Yeah.
I mean, with the defense and stuff. And you go home and compare bruises sometimes. Hey, look what Josh. Yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I actually last year this whole right here,
All blood.
all bruised. It was bad.
Yeah. I mean, you're young and you worry about blood clots and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the bruise is blood inside. You're bleeding internally.
Right.
Get back out there and play. Shut up. I don't see any blood on the ground.
Stop complaining.
Yeah, stop complaining. Yeah, boy, that is it's fun watching a new type of sport like that. Is it in the Olympics?
No.
No,
They do play-
2024. They're planning on putting it
You
in.
got to.
Yeah.
Wow, look at some of the stuff that's in the Olympics.
Yep. They do play like Canada and all that.
Yeah, they do play worldwide games. Like there's a USA national team.
Right, national team, but it's not an Olympic sport yet.
Nope.
Yeah.
2024.
Hopefully.
That's because I remember I had to do like a school project about it. And I
Oh, cool.
remember reading
Yeah.
2024. That's when they're going to plan on putting it in.
You got.
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
it's so exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I say, it's a combination of a lot of sports.
Yeah.
Right.
And what's the best country in lacrosse? Where did it come from? Where did lacrosse come
It,
from?
it started here. It
Yeah.
started on the East Coast with the Native Americans.
Right, it was a Native American. That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Yeah.
So I said that the other day, and somebody goes, "No, that's what's the stick with the ball? You know, that looked like a little hockey stick.
Oh, field hockey?
Yeah, like a field hockey. That's what they did." And I went, "I thought lacrosse was something that the Indians did."
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
they started it.
Oh, so we must be worldwide, probably the best. In the
Yeah.
world.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on the East Coast, it's probably the toughest, like right here. Because this is where it all started, so like the toughest competition's right around here.
Yeah.
That's just so cool. Good for you guys.
Right?
You guys jumped in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you never see, and not that I'm pushing the professional thing, but you never see the pro scouts. They got to be coming around going, "What do we got here?"
I mean, I think that
They've
would.
gotta be.
They would come around. I mean, our coach is a professional coach, so I mean, if you
He
were to
would know.
talk to him about it, he would tell you what you need to do, or he would tell you if you're not a good
Right,
fit.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what they would look for, but
Right.
You guys seem to be the elite.
Right.
I would think you're the elite of like if you guys went out to colleges or to play the West Coast, you're saying you think you'd have it all over them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I would think so. I mean, that Florida, like,
Oh, Florida's got
Florida's
good teams
No, but I'm
down
talking the
there.
West. I'm not talking
Yeah,
the
I
East
know.
Coast, right?
yeah, but I mean, West Coast, like, depends. I mean, like, for our club team, we played teams all over. Like, and I
Team
would have
from
to say,
Utah.
yeah, our biggest competition was the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't. We played a couple teams from like the West Coast area type deal, but they
So that's club.
Right.
How would you play them? They'd fly here, or you fly there, or what, you meet in the middle? How?
Yeah,
we mainly did tournaments around here, and like there was a team from last summer we drove to New York.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6-hour drive up to the top of New York, and there were teams flying from Florida. There was a team from Utah there, just like.
Okay, so they're flying in.
Right.
And that's club.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's I'm saying, wow. Look at little Gracie. She's 10 years old. She's flying down to Florida doing cheerleading
Right.
competition. So it's the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's yeah. So when I watched you guys playing Medford, and it's like, boy, the crowds are pretty good.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, you don't see this in a lot of football games.
Right.
So it's catching.
Oh yeah.
It's catching, and that was a little ride too.
Yeah.
So when you have your home games, are they packed?
Yeah. Depends on
Especially us though, because we were a winning team,
Okay.
right? So people.
You're talking Weston.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Weston's
Weston
the win.
and Drake and all.
All right, Drake it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Weston is too also.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Yeah, and they got a big following.
Yeah.
So what happens? Curfew, coaches, curfew, and you guys on.
Oh yeah, you definitely during the season, you can't go out. You know, if you cannot go out and have a good time. You know what I mean?
All right, what about when you win a game, big game, and it's
If you win a big game, they'll definitely
you can go out that
allow
night.
you, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
We won't go too far with that, but yeah. Hey, well, they can. They're not keeping track on you. I mean,
No,
they can't.
they- yeah.
60 players.
you can go. I mean, if
do
you
whatever
can,
you want,
if you could do it without
don't-
getting caught,
Don't get in trouble.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, they give you a curfew on time. Like, I want you in by 10, or I want
Not
you
necessarily.
do not be out till 2 in the morning at Joe's Bar and Grill. Is that what it is? Yeah.
No, honestly, they haven't really said anything. But if they were to find out that you were out, you would get in big trouble.
And you had a big game coming up.
Yeah,
and stuff.
exactly.
Well, it's against everything you're working for.
Right.
You're going to be a player with heart and soul.
Right.
Or you're going to say, I'm going to have some fun tonight.
Yeah.
Right. But you got to have some fun also. Well, so that's you get your break now.
Exactly.
So, anything exciting on the break? You're going skiing? You're going to do some skiing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both
Both of you?
snowboarding. Yeah.
Oh, snowboarding.
Yeah.
Excuse
Snowboarding.
me. I used to go with Melanie and try snowboarding. I skied my whole life.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'll be behind you. You have a ball. And because you've been snowboarding your whole life.
Yeah.
You too, Kai?
Yep.
Yeah, good for you guys.
I just picked it back up. What was it?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. But
You don't lose.
My brother used to take
Yeah.
me when I was younger.
Yeah.
But definitely snowboarding hurts a lot more, I think, than skiing. I would have to say, because that board is not coming off of you like those skis do.
Right.
So you're just tumbling with that board,
Right,
and you don't
right.
know what's gonna hit you.
And stopping's kind of tough, too. I mean, skiing, you can stop on a dime.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can on snowboards if you know what you're doing.
Right.
But, and you got a good snowboards, top
Yeah.
of the line
Yeah.
stuff. So, what do you drive up to Loon?
Yep.
Is Loon one of the best for snowboarding?
Around here, yeah, it's pretty good. Up in
Yeah.
New Hampshire has pretty good mountains. around
Waterville
here.
Valley and all that.
Oh,
Happy.
yeah.
And they're all about, you're going to find some good trails and stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, I haven't been in years skiing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much fun.
You look forward to it every year.
Oh, yeah.
Can't
it's-
wait for the snow. That's it.
Well,
That's-
they're making snow up there now, up
Oh,
in
yeah.
Loon, I
And
would
I-
imagine. But freaking weather's crazy.
I know. And when we go up, apparently it was supposed to snow.
Yeah, like
Right.
that weekend it's supposed to snow, which is good.
What, next week?
Next
Yeah.
weekend, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. Just
I
go right
know.
up. You staying up there?
Yeah.
Got a cabin up there for the weekend.
So who's going up? How many people you got going up?
Oof.
'Cause I'll invite the whole. I'll invite the whole country.
Yeah.
That would-
I think, honestly, I do think Jerry and Mel might be coming up too.
okay.
With
yeah.
the kids.
Oh, you're gonna have some fun.
Yeah.
We're at Loon,
Yeah.
Yes.
and so you're renting
Correct.
a condo or a cabin?
A cabin.
Cabin.
Yeah.
Beautiful up there.
I know.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
And they got the gondolas up there and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
Loon's top of the line. I went there maybe twice in my life, skiing.
Yep.
But when I say skiing, I'm talking 15 years old, 16, 17 years old. It's almost 50 years ago. You know, and I still got the same skis, I think. You know? So, yeah, I'd love to do. I have friends who took up snowboarding after skiing and say, Bob, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
Because I have the balance and stuff. But I just never.
It's all that matters is once you just get that balance down,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
If you-
the heel edge,
Yeah.
the toe edge.
Heel
just
edge,
going
that's
back
the
and
biggest
forth.
thing.
Yeah.
Right. and I don't know if skiing would be something that makes it harder because you think of skiing.
Yeah.
And in skiing, you do this, and you can't do that with that. But see, you now, did you have any older brothers, Kai?
I have an older sister and an older brother.
Yeah. And because I know Jerry just took him under his. Jerry took you under his wing.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of your sports came from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And your lack of liking to lose.
Oh yeah.
And he's still riding you.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah. Even about, I was watching. We were together last week, and they're going like this with their chains.
Yeah.
And Jerry had to try to beat him about whose chain was better, and they're going, yeah, well, $1,500. So I looked at your sister. I go, yeah, $150. Yeah. So your older brother, did you into sports also?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played sports at Central Catholic, and my sister a few years there too, and then she finished her high school career at Drake. She was a big gymnast here.
Okay. Yeah, and so that's where you get it. It's in the family. It's in the blood.
Oh yeah.
A lot of times it's in the blood. Mom and dad, if they're active also, and then you got brothers, sisters, and then the coaches kind of know the name.
Exactly.
Oh, I got another gang. All right, I got another McDonald's. I love it. Yeah. And because they probably know that your parents or your brothers, older brothers or whatever, are going to guide you.
Right.
They're going to say, you got to do this. You want to get on the team.
Right.
It just can't be willy-nilly if you want to be on these teams.
Exactly.
You better have your head together and say, this is what I want.
Right.
And the coach is going to see that day one.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know? So you're getting along with your coaches, both of you?
Yeah.
Do they get nicknames for you?
They call us the Step Brothers.
The what?
The Step Brothers.
The Step Brothers.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Step Brothers, get over here. Boy, that's what. Now, why? Because you're together all the time, and you kind of.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Because everyone gets nicknames.
Exactly.
And I don't know about 60 guys, and that's 60 nicknames. But if the coaches don't give them nicknames, the players don't give them nicknames. But that's the fun of it. That's the camaraderie. And to think about it, and I mean, you're not going to get along with everybody on the team. But when you guys see each other 20 years from now, any other guy was on the team, you're still blood.
Right.
Yeah.
You're brothers.
Right.
Because you sweat, and especially when you're winners.
Right.
Oh yeah.
If you're losers, it might not be as much.
Exactly.
But if you've won a championship and you've both done that in your life, you'll never forget your friends.
Exactly.
Right. You know, especially now you get assist on this, right? So if you pass to him and he scores a goal, you get the assist.
Yep.
Right, that's how. So there's an assist, there's a goal, and what else is there? A save.
Yeah, there's saves. There's like forced turnovers. So like if I'm playing defense on him and I get the ball away from him, it's called a forced turnover.
Oh, cool. And they keep stats on that.
Yeah, and ground balls on the ground. I pick it up. I get a ground ball. That's what it's called.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so they got stats for everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and they work on it. Yeah. That's pretty cool. They did that in high school. I never knew that.
Yep.
But I know they do it in football also.
Yeah.
In hockey for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know. So you'll be trying to feed him the ball for the assist.
Of course.
Always.
Now, if he's got the ball, all right, if Kai's got the ball and you're wide open, you start screaming at him?
Oh, I did it all the time. All the time. And it was actually one time. Yeah, I did it. He threw me the ball, and I dropped the ball.
There you go, yeah. And so you go back at him.
I'm looking at him like, what?
Yeah. That's why I don't throw to you. That's why I don't pass you the ball anymore, kid.
Yeah.
That's so cool. We're almost done.
I know.
How was that for an hour?
That was crazy.
As I said before this podcast, we did a Taekwondo show, and we had the sticks and the samurai. I call them samurai sticks. And that one, half hour goes by like a blink.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So an hour you can get a little done. So if anybody wants to watch this show, it's on Drake It TV. Google Drake It TV. The podcast itself is on Spotify. You can Google it. USTS, the Ultimate Sports Training Show. You'll get it on Spotify. You'll get it on, I don't know, it's all over the world.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I can't keep track.
I know. It's insane.
You guys have a better shot than I do about keeping track. But wow, I'm losing it. And think about putting something together. People are making money.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube, and you guys got a talent. And you could have a ball even doing stuff like this, talking about the sport, showing different things, and being defense and offense.
Right.
You're both living in different worlds. In the same game, but different worlds. Am I right? Or
Exactly.
Do they ever, Kai? Will they ever take you and throw in offense for any reason? No. You're a defense man. You'll be
I'm
a
defensive guy, and
Yeah.
like if I so happen to get the opportunity to go down and score a goal, I will take it.
Okay, and you'd never go defense.
No, I go defense.
You will do it. You can.
Yeah, I can go
with the big
defense.
stick.
No, I'll play D midi.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'll stick with my short stick and just play defense.
Any coach ever say, and you're goalie?
Oh no.
Not us. Not us.
That's so
What did
funny.
you say?
Yeah, don't know that guy. Yeah, that's funny. Wow, that's about the time we have. I appreciate it, guys. We'll have you back maybe after your first season.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
I'd like to have you on. Depending on how long we do these podcasts, right up to senior year, and we talk about what we talked about today,
Yeah.
and how different it is. Because right now it's all learning experience, and it's a
Oh, yeah.
brand
Of
new
course.
experience. And,
Definitely.
the stories that you can tell, especially bouncing off each other.
Right.
You can bounce off each other, and it's not like two offensive guys,
Right.
defensive, and So if you lose a game, you can blame him, and he can blame you because offense wasn't there, and you say no, defense wasn't there. Well, thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Until next time. Thank you for listening to this show. Watch the show on DATV. You can Google it. And thank you for listening.